What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. Yes, I am the self-proclaimed wing king, and oh yes, the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. And don't you forget that. And before we go any further, I need you to promise me one thing. Respect the lemon pepper. Respect the lemon pepper. Now click that link above, man. I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet. Now today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make oven baked honey barbecue wings. Now I know you're saying, Spinelli, we already know how to make honey barbecue wings. And you know what my answer is? No, you don't. You don't know how to make them. That's why I'm here and I'm gonna show you how to make them, okay? It's basic, but I'm telling you guys, sometimes the basic stuff tastes the best. Not many ingredients, but I know you're gonna love it. So stick with me through this recipe. I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, guys, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. What I have right here, we have our chicken wings. And these are some big chicken wings right here, guys. You know I really don't use chicken wings, but a big chicken wings like this, but it looks like they're running out of chicken in these supermarkets, so I had to get what was available to me. So we're going to go with these. Also have some, we're going to use some barbecue rub now for the chicken. Now, if you just want to use salt and pepper and some paprika, that'll work too for you. But I'm using some barbecue rub. We're going to use ketchup, garlic powder, some butter, onion powder, hot sauce of your choosing. What I'm going to use here is I'm going to use this pickle pepper hot pepper sauce for this recipe. This is a Jamaican style pepper sauce. Now, a subscriber recommended this to me, and I was just able to getting around to getting it because I really forgot about it, but they say this is some good stuff. So I am going to try it, guys. You know, I like to try different seasonings and spices and sauces just to see what's going to give us that maximum flavor when we're in the kitchen cooking. And right here, I got my honey, and I'm just going to spice it up with a little brandy. You can use some bourbon whiskey if you want to, or you can completely omit that. That's your choice, but I'm going to add just a little bit to it just to give it some additional flavor. So these are the ingredients we're going to use. So let's go ahead and move on. Hey guys, I forgot one thing. The main thing I forgot to add in the shot, the Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. We're definitely using that for the as part of this recipe. I'm sorry I forgot that, but I'm glad I remembered as I started breaking down the ingredients and stuff. I say, hey, where's the barbecue sauce? But we definitely going to use some Sweet Baby Ray's. Now you can use whatever barbecue sauce of your preference, but we're going to use this. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, so I've already measured out our ingredients and cut and cleaned our chicken. So what I have here, I have 1 cup of barbecue sauce here. I have 1.5 tablespoons of that barbecue rub. I have 1 tablespoon of hot sauce. I have 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 cup of butter. I have 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 1/2 cup of honey, and I have 1 tablespoon of this brandy. You know me, I may add another tablespoon of that brandy. Y'all know I like that alcohol when I'm cooking, so I don't know if this 1 tablespoon gonna be enough. But as I mentioned, guys, you can leave that out if you don't want that or you don't drink. But I'm gonna keep it in there. All right, so let's go ahead and continue, and I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to season our chicken with this barbecue rub. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this on the chicken. Like I said, this is a 1.5 tablespoons, and we're just going to give it a good mix like this. Guys, you see how big these wings are? I typically do not eat them that big, but we're going to go ahead and do them this way because I got to serve you guys the best of the best wing recipes, and I'm not gonna let you down. I'm telling you, your boy Spinelli is not gonna let you down. So here's what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these things on our baking sheet so we can get them in the oven. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so right here, what I've done, I've already lined our baking sheet here with aluminum foil. Of course, we're gonna spray it with this cooking spray to make sure that our chicken doesn't stick to our pan. You guys, you know I like doing this because it's easy to clean up. So let's go ahead and add our chicken pieces on here. We're gonna do them skin side down. Guys, I tell you, these things are pretty big. Hope I can get them all on here. You know, I like to do 1/2 inch to 1 inch apart, you know, making sure they don't overcrowd the pan. So let's see if we can get all these on there. We may just have to, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put them a little bit closer than normal. This is not gonna hurt too much. All right, guys, so this is what we have. So what I've done, I've already preheated our oven to 400 degrees. So I'm gonna stick these bad babies in here for about 45 minutes. And of course, you know, I leave mine in there, you know, sometimes longer, just depending on the crispiness of them at that time. So these are pretty big. They may have to stay in there maybe a little bit longer, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in there, and we're gonna flip them over halfway through the cooking process. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to start preparing our barbecue sauce. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to melt our butter, our 1/4 of a cup of butter. All right, so now that our butter is melted, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our barbecue sauce. Next, let's add our hot sauce, our onion powder, our garlic powder, our brandy, our ketchup, and lastly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our honey. And guys, we're gonna give this a good mix. And we're gonna let this cook for about, we're gonna cook it for about 10 minutes, simmer, let the sauce thicken up. All right, so now we've brought it to a boil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it down now that it's boiling, and I'm just gonna let it simmer on low for about the remaining of the 10 minutes. And we'll be right back. All right, so it looks like our barbecue sauce is done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and we're going to reserve it until the wings are done. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, so this is what we have. And as I said, we're going to reserve this until the wings are done. So I'll see you in about 5 minutes. We got about 5 more minutes. All right. All right, so now our chicken wings are done. You guys, let's take a look at them. I'm gonna zoom in on them. This is what we have. Golden brown, crispy crust. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to go ahead and we're gonna place these into a empty bowl. So let me move this back here a little bit, bring this bowl out here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place these wings in the bowl like this. And we're not gonna move this out the way yet because we're going to do something else with what we got right here. So the next thing we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this sauce and I'm just gonna pour it over these wings like this. Pour most of it over here. I'm gonna reserve some of it because I want some for either dipping sauce or some additional seasoning. So what we're gonna do is just additional flavor. We're just enough to coat the wings. Because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna throw these bad babies back on this rack, and we're going to cook the sauce into the chicken. Kind of like when you barbecue chicken. What you do is you put the sauce on, and then you keep the meat on the grill and let the sauce cook into the meat. All right, so that's what we have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, bring this up, and we're just gonna throw these bad babies back on here. Any type of way, doesn't matter. Put them over here. I don't want that sauce to fall, too much of the sauce that's in the bottom of the bowl to get into the pan, because what happens, it'll start smoking if it gets too much on there. So we know a little bit's gonna fall off the chicken, but you don't want a whole bunch of it at the bottom, because then that's what'll happen, all right? And what we're gonna do is we're going to just put these bad babies back into the oven for about 7 to 8 minutes. And once we do that, we'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is what we have here after putting them back into the oven with the barbecue sauce on them. So let me zoom in on so you take a good look at them. Man, look at that. That is beautiful. Y'all know that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some clothes on these things, get them all dressed up, and I'll be right back. And there you have it, guys. Honey barbecue wings. Very, very simple recipe. I know it's basic, guys, but they still are delicious. I'm telling you, this is another one of these recipes you're gonna have to try. I know it's not one of those specialties I make, but it's one of those basic wing recipes that if you do it right, it tastes wonderful, and you can whip it up real quick for your family, or even for yourself, or even if you got some people coming over, you want to use it as an appetizer. This is a very, very basic recipe. I know you guys will enjoy it. Like I say, you can't omit the alcohol, but the alcohol really brings out a different flavor to it. I'm telling you guys. So you may want to try it. You don't taste it, but it gives it a nice flavor to it. So if you need any of these ingredients, remember they're all in the video description below. Also, the measurements are in the video description below. You can click those Amazon links. It'll take you straight to the website and you can purchase whatever you don't have. I really appreciate it. And if you're looking for one of them all wings, everything t-shirts and a Wing King t-shirt, go ahead, check my Teespring store and you can order you one from there. Guys, if it's your first time here and you like good wing recipes and easy appetizer recipes, this is the channel for you. So consider subscribing. I will gladly and greatly appreciate it. So until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. All wings, everything, and I am out. Peace.